1998, I'm in reception at Elmira Correctional Facility. I got a fresh 17-year bid to do. And, needless to say, I'm stressed out. So they come to my spot and they like, yo, you on the draft. So when I get to the draft room, I ask homie where I'm going. He looks at the tags. He says Attica. So I'm like, yo, come on, man, stop playing me. They don't really send people to Attica. They got some movie shit. So he's like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about, dude? You going to Attica. So I goes to Attica. So I get to Attica A block. And when I get to my cell, they put me in a double bunk cell. When I get there, my bunky's not there. He's in the yard. The cell is facing the yard so I can see the yard. So I'm looking around the cell. He got his shit stacked up, whatever, TV, all that in the cell, right? So first I see he got a couple of pairs of sneakers in the corner. So I'm looking at him. So it's like a size 6 or some shit like that. So I say to myself, all right, whoever this is, he ain't a big dude. So if worse come to worse, I'll be all right. I beat this little dude up in here. So while I'm looking around the cell, all of a sudden I hear, get on the ground, get on the ground. And then I turn around and look out in the yard, and dudes is wilding in the yard. Yo, it's like an all-out riot. Dudes is fighting, cutting, stabbing. It's at least 15, 20 people involved in this shit, right? So I'm watching this shit like, wow. So a minute or two goes by, and I see the door bust, and man, correction officers come running out, and they hitting dudes with sticks and all that, and dudes are so busy fighting, trying to kill each other, they not really paying attention to the fact that the police is wailing on them. So finally, dude in the tower fires a warning shot. Everybody drops on the ground. Boom. That did it. Situation done now. So it took them like maybe an hour or two after that to get it together and come inside. They was laying on the ground for dumb long. They coming out, they taking a few dudes in at a time, probably searching them, whatever. And finally, my bunkie comes back to my cell. This nigga, he comes in, he's mad excited. His eyes is glossy. He like, yo, you saw that? Yo, that shit was crazy, right? Yo, it was going down. Yo, but he's like happy about it. And I remember thinking to myself, what the hell I done got myself into? Where I done made these people done locked me up and sent me way up here in these mountains to some straight savagery. And I'll put my dumb ass self in this position. But you know what's so crazy? This is show you how stupid we can be. And I was gonna say when we're young, but it's some stupid old ones too. As crazy as that was to me, and all that shit I said to myself, I fell right in line with the dumps. Not shortly thereafter, I was in the mix of all type of bullshit and shit. It took me several years up north for me to come to my senses and be like, yo, I gotta chill out and try to do something for myself. So when I go home, I'll be all right. But I tell these stories because, I always use the famous line, Hov did that. So hopefully you wouldn't have to go through that. This is not glorification. This is letting you know that it gets really real. They got a spot for you. I don't care what happens. They ain't never gonna run out of prison beds. They got a spot for you if you act like you want it. And they will send you any day, any night, any time. Pay attention, young boys.